The parade itself is scheduled for 5 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon from 107th Street down to City Hall, where the party will take place there. We'd like to thank tonight Molson Alberta Breweries and Hockey Night in Canada for their support in the preparation and content of this program. Right now, we'd like to join the program Barney Miller, already in progress.
When she's in the crowd, you better check out what she's wearing. Judy.
Thank you very much, John. Now, I resent you saying all of us are in Edmonton colors because I'm wearing a Calgary Flames sweater. Let's hear it for the Calgary Flames, you guys. Oh, come on. In all honesty, I just root for the underdog, and I was rooting for the Flames and then the Oilers, but I ran out of money. I couldn't afford an Oilers sweater. Did you watch the game Saturday night? Of course. What did you think of it?
It was excellent. Oh, I loved it.
Better than Christmas?
Yeah.
When did you think we'd have the cup sewn up?
I don't know. What? After the first game. What? I don't know what the question is.
Okay, one last question. Who's the best player on the Oilers? Who's your favorite? I think I'll throw it back to you, John, before I get lynched.
I think it might be a good idea, Judy. Well, Peter Watts has been down at the marshalling area just as the parade got ready to assemble this afternoon. All the Oilers have checked in, and so has Peter Watts.
Just prior to the parade leaving the legislature grounds with Mark Messier, and how does it feel to be a champion 2 or 3 days into it? You getting used to it now?
God, well, I haven't really had time to think too much about it right now, but everything seems to be happening so fast, but God, this is great.
Tell me where the cup has been in the last 2 or 3 days. You haven't left it on any
I think it'd be easier to tell you where it hasn't been.
Your family is into this in a big way, too, I
Yes, they're all here. Everybody's having a good time. Excellent.
Seems like a nice excuse for a party.
Yeah.
Tremendous. All right, Mark, thank you so much. So the parade due to leave here about 5 o'clock. It'll be going along Jasper Avenue and up 99th Street to City Hall for the reception. And we hope you'll watch XT5 for all of the highlights of the parade following here on Channel 5. Let's get back now to City Hall and John Wells and Bill Lang.
All right, Peter, that's the scene at City Hall as we overlook an immense crowd here. There's no way of estimating exactly how many people will turn out for this Oiler victory celebration, but it was estimated earlier that at least 100,000 fans would be out. And with the sunshine this afternoon, well, you never can tell. It'll be a little later on in the day before we can really have an estimate of what it really looked like down on Jasper Avenue. When we drove by around 4 o'clock, the fans were just starting to gather. And look at this. People everywhere. They can find just a little bit of a better vantage point to check out their heroes, the Edmonton Oilers, Stanley Cup champions, 1983-84. Bill, have you seen a party like this at City Hall ever before?
No, John, the politicians don't bring them out like this. I just noticed a light plane doing a fly past, and normally for these state occasions, John, we have the CF-104s from Cold Lake come roaring over.
I know what you're going to say. Go ahead, though.
Okay, here it is. We just had a call at City Hall this afternoon from the mayor of Long Island, New York, and the Long Island Ducks are on the way. And Mayor Lawrence Decor is hoping to have the unofficial fly past this afternoon by Long Island Ducks.
Well, Mayor Lawrence Decor's had a pretty good time in this celebration. We talked to him on Saturday night in the Oiler dressing room right after the victory, and he announced plans for this parade at 5 o'clock this afternoon, and he was rather hoarse from cheering for the Edmonton Oilers all evening long. Olivia Beauty, of course, is the chairman of this parade and celebration. Well, Oiler regalia just about everywhere you look, and replicas of Stanley Cups just about everywhere as well.
The Oilers are rating right up there with royalty with City Council today, John. Just before the meeting started this morning, they took the Queen's portrait down and replaced it in the council chamber above the mayor's chair with an Oilers flag. This upset Alderman Ledger, who felt it wasn't good protocol. Alderman Wickman suggested to him that he should get used to it because we'll probably be doing it again next year. Alderman Beauty suggested we're going to do it 5 years in a row, so already the council is shooting for that record.
Well, we can promise you folks we're not going to talk too politically about this afternoon. The afternoon does, of course, belong to the Edmonton Oilers, who have their Stanley Cup championship and the Stanley Cup in tow. It'll be at the very tail end of the parade this afternoon. We hope you'll stay with us and catch Wayne Gretzky in his convertible with the Stanley Cup. John Hanlon is on the parade route on Jasper Avenue, and he's going to check in right now and tell us the mood and the atmosphere there.
Well, the excitement is beginning to pick up here at Jasper and 5th Street as we await the arrival of the Edmonton Oilers in a little while from now at any rate. I've got one guy who's really enthused about the Edmonton Oilers Stanley Cup victory.
Go!
What's your name?
It's ours. Oh, no, Ken Day.
Ken Day? How long did it take you to make the Stanley Cup?
Well, it's supposed to have only taken 3 hours, but then we drank out of it the night of the game, and it sort of staggered over, and so I rebuilt it. A total of 16 hours.
16 hours. Well, it looks a little worse for wear. It might even look like the original after the Oilers took it downtown Saturday.
Well, I got inspired to build it from seeing it at the game, but it's a little larger than life, so...
Oh, it's a good one. Listen, how did you feel about the Edmonton Oilers winning the Stanley Cup on Saturday night?
I think it was the best thing that happened to Edmonton in 50 years.
When the New York Islanders had scored 2 quick goals at the beginning of the third period, did you think, uh-oh, our number might be up?
Not a chance, not a chance. That was just... Moog was sort of... caught him off guard in the first period. I mean, the start of the third period.
But they lived up to it. Listen, what kind of reaction do you get as you walk down the street here holding up the Stanley Cup?
Well, that's exactly what I built it for, I think, is to bring it here today, and it's great, because you walk down and get everybody cheering. That's what I think I bought it for.
Well, you're doing a good job, but I won't hold you up. Get everybody cheering, and thanks very much, Ken.
All right, thank you.
Okay, now back to John Wells with more from the Stanley Cup ceremony.
Well, we're right in front of City Hall, and watch for this. The Oiler flag is going to be unveiled beside the flag of Canada, or beside the flag of the city of Edmonton, and of course topped by the flag of Canada, the Maple Leaf. But an Oiler flag is being unveiled here. We'll continue with Newsday at the Oiler Parade after this.
Tweet, tweet, twiddle, twiddle.
There's only one candy with a hole in the middle.
Tweet, tweet, twiddle, twiddle.
There's only one candy with a hole in the middle.
Tweet, tweet. Now a new grape flavor. There's only one.
There's only one candy. There's only one candy with a hole in the middle. Lifesavers.
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 A crunchier than ever before. A crunchier like never before. A crunchier. Crunchier.
Frosted peanuts are crunchier
Than ever before.
Why, a George Kennedy and Barbara Eden bringing back the Chattanooga Choo Choo.
$1 million, tax-free.
And how's Joe Namath going to help?
I can think of a million ways.
It's crazy. It's cuckoo. It's Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Well, they don't make them like this anymore. They don't make them at all anymore. Will you get this thing rolling?
Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Starts Friday at the Rialto and other Canadian Odeon theaters near you. Consult your local listing. All the work at Leach is in progress. We will be shipping coal within 2 weeks and will continue development and extensions energetically until a large output is assured.
Newsday at the parade. The Oilers celebration parade continues. We're live at City Hall in Edmonton, and the Oilers are expected to be here somewhere around 20 minutes from right now. A great crowd on hand, tremendous enthusiasm for the boys in blue and orange who brought the Stanley Cup West to Edmonton for the very first time. And we thank you for that sign, Bill. CBC says, bring on the Russians. Well, I guess maybe,
I think this crowd is ready for anything. Maybe the Oilers aren't, but this